Good morning, Kinder Cuties. Mrs. Blackburn here. This activity is for the week of April 27th through the 30th. This is a really fun science lesson, and I want to show you all of the things that you are going to need to have success with this lesson and activity. So the first thing is, in your packet, you should have a paper that looks like this. It has a nose, a mouth, and some lungs. You should also have something in your packet that looks like this, 2 baggies connected to 2 straws. You are also going to need scissors, and you are going to need tape. So I am going to have you very first, I happen to have a color one because it's a little bit easier to see on the camera. And so what you are going to do right now is cut out each one of these items. So let's go ahead and do that now. If you need to stop the camera, you are definitely able to do that so that we can get them all done. It doesn't take me very long because I'm old and I have done this before a lot. So we're going to quickly cut these out. And I hope that everybody has been doing well. The weather has been really nice and I'm super duper excited about that. Okay, I almost have my nose cut out, but if you don't almost have your nose cut out, that is okay. All right, I'm going for the lips next. And again, mine just look a little bit different. You can color yours if you want. I just happen to have the color ones, like I said, because it's a little easier to see on camera. All right, and then the last thing I'm going to cut out are the lungs. And you don't have to cut all the way down in this section. What I'm going to do is just kind of cut around the edges. That makes it a little easier because it kind of gets hard to cut in those really small sections. Okay, almost done. And again, if you're not quite finished, because I'm old and I have big scissors, you can turn this off. And that'll be just fine. Okay, so when you're done, you are going to end up with 3 pieces. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to get your piece that looks like this, your baggies and your straws, and we're going to need some tape. The first thing that we're going to do, my nose comes first, then my mouth, then my lungs. So I'm going to take the nose and I'm going to tape it to the very top of my straws, just like this. Whoops, you know what? Let's do it so that there's a little bit of straw right there at the top. All right, there's my nose. The next thing I'm going to do is take a little bit more tape and I'm going to put my lips there. Oops. It probably looks a little bit better. So I'm going to put my lips right here. And then the last thing I'm going to do is add my lungs. And I'm going to tape those. Okay, so we're taping so that behind each lung is one of these bags. Each bag is going to serve as a lung, and you have 2 lungs. All right, so when you are finished, you should end up with something like this. So before we continue, I want to remind you of a lesson that we did a couple of months ago, and it had to do with what animals need and what plants need to be successful in life, to live. Animals need air for oxygen, shelter. Plants need air for carbon dioxide, light, and sugar from photosynthesis. This is a Venn diagram. So what that means is these are things specific to plants. These are things specific to animals. You are an animal. And these are the things that they both need to live. If you look here, we need water, we need space, we need air, and we need food. My favorite is Marionberry pie. All right, but you can't live just on eating Marionberry pie. All right, so when you breathe in air, you breathe in air through your nose and through your mouth. You can't breathe in air through your ear. You can't breathe in air through your eyeballs. You can't breathe in air through your fingertips. It just comes from your nose and your mouth, and they kind of connect as it goes down your throat. So nose, mouth. Oops, I don't like where I put my mouth. I'm going to have to move it up just a little bit. Sorry. There we are. That's all right. Looks pretty good. Okay, we're back. So when you breathe in, your lungs expand. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. Oh, my Lanta. So I just breathed in and my lungs went just like this. So right now, my lungs are full of air. Well, air is made out of two things. Air is made out of something called oxygen, and air is also made out of something called carbon dioxide. Well, your body doesn't need carbon dioxide. Your body needs oxygen. So when you breathe in air into your lungs, there are these little tiny sacs all over your lungs, and they're called alveoli. And these alveoli are grabbing the air. And what they do is they take the oxygen and they give back the carbon dioxide. And I'm going to show you why that's important in just a minute. So everybody inhale. You can inhale through your nose or your mouth, or both. My lungs are expanding. And then I'm going to exhale or breathe out. And when I do that, my lungs go back to being smaller. Now, what just flew out of my nose and my mouth? What just flew out of my nose and my mouth? It can't be the oxygen because I have to have that to live. What is it again, friends? Carbon dioxide. So here is the amazing thing about where we live. Animals and plants live together so well because plants, when they take in air, they keep the carbon dioxide and they give back the oxygen. Well, who needs the oxygen around here? I do. I need oxygen. You need oxygen. You should have raised your hands. Okay, so this is exactly how your lungs work. Let's try it one more time. Everybody inhale, and you're going to breathe through. I've inhaled. My lungs are full of sausages? No, our lungs aren't full of sausages. Our lungs are full of air, and those little alveoli are grabbing what? Oxygen. And then when I exhale, what did I just exhale? You are exactly right. Carbon dioxide. And who needs the carbon dioxide, friends? Plants. So this is our fun science lesson for the week of April 27th through April 30th. I hope that you had as much fun as I did. All right, bye, Kinder Cuties.